everybody, Robin Hyatt here. My dog's giving me kisses. I just got home from work. So, hi, Cammy, tell everybody hi. Come here. Come here. Oh, yep. Oh, yep. 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 Okay. All right. Okay. Oh, now she's going to play. So, I wanted to do a reading today. Cammy, okay, good. We're good. Thank you. You're going to pop off the bed. We're good. Okay. And I have a picture in the background here. And this picture is my mom, and today is her birthday. She passed away in 2002. She fought a good fight with lupus, and she was actually one of the longest living lupus patients that they've had. And so she did really good. She fought the good fight, and it was just a long, long haul. And so she lifted off, and she's in heaven now and taking care of all the animals that I've had since her passing. So let's go to chapter 6. This is called Welcome Back. I have accepted your offer of transmissions. My name is Lebula, and I am here to be with you currently. You have been given great information on what is to be, what is to come, and what is to prepare for. Now let's talk a little about of what was. After the breakup of Adam and Eve in the Garden of Eden and the explosion of Eden, which was to be, Eden could not exist without Adam and Eve. It was wiped off the earth into small crystals which penetrated the earth. This was the first time man saw death, for many were killed through the crystals, those whom had left Eden. Excuse me. Thus it began, thus the blood seeped into the earth and began a new evolvement, as you say. Adam and Eve were evolved. They were taught. They loved their community. They were revered, but not by all. There were some, as you see. Eve could not replenish the earth alone, but she did bear offspring. Many of these offspring did not communicate well. Jealousy abounded, and the jealousy came from Adam. Brothers against brothers for their love of their father. When they received the Father's love, they received God's source love. This is how pronounced Adam was with Eve by his side. It was the time of sadness for one brother against another, and one did die. Then I put in the book, my input on this is the biblical story of Cain and Abel in Genesis. And this is all out of my book. This was the first murder of mankind by man's hand. Once that blood hit the earth, it began to change the dynamic of the earth and the evolvement of the earth. You cannot go back from these sources. Once the blood hits the earth, it changed and evolves. It opens a portal of death, opposition, of good and evil, hate, jealousy, power, and crimes. Thus it is when it began. It was a hardship on the people, for the love became less and less. Fear came into their homes, and rightly so. Many drew themselves away from Adam and Eve. Once again, Adam and Eve were standing alone. They never had a doubt of the God source. They were sad that man became corrupt and did leave their village to join the others in other continents. There came a time once this did happen, and the bloods of the murderers did hit the earth. The lands shifted, causing them to divide, leaving many abandoned on different lands. This was to be so. As you see, man has evolved and survived, persevered, and is strong. Even though the opposition is stronger, the heart of man is strong. Even though a man can sink down, he can raise himself up. This is quite unexpected, and this has been happening in this dispensation. Many are opening their eyes. They are understanding their evolvement. They are understanding the cataclysmic event which would be happening if they do not change their ways. This they see, this they are accepting. Now, I am talking about something most do not know. We communicate in the waters. We communicate in your waters. We have many that are living down in the depths of the caverns. We have source down there, consciousness. We are coming. We are coming. We are coming to a greater influence. We can transmit up to you through the waters, through the land. We can hone in on special, certain people, and we can give them downloads. We also have these sources who live amongst the lands that you know nothing of, that can also transmit to people because they are magnetic. And then she starts with this ancient language. Let's see if you can see it. It's Lasata Alavatase. Then there's a question mark because I couldn't decipher the sound. Salah Havit Gatat Amatahai Kahafa Alo Alamaya. And that's as close as I can get to it. I said it much better when I was, and it just happens that I erased all these transmissions on my disk. So I have one posted on my site here that was an actual posting, so you could actually hear it. I think it's just called Inside the Lemurian Crystal, and it was like a year back, or no, maybe less than a year back. I could put a link in the bottom if you want to hear it, because it's pretty amazing. And then I got a phone call, and it totally took me out of my channeling session. So, but it was pretty amazing, and they're beautiful. These people are beautiful. And I transcribe this the best I can. These words are the words of the forest people. Of course, I love forest people. That's how we call them in. We gather information from them. They can travel to and from dimensions. They will start to be leaving shortly before the event. There was a time in the lands of sand, the lands of the pharaohs, the lands of those that shaved their heads. They were powerful men and women. They worshipped many, but they knew few. We enjoyed them. We enjoyed their presence. So we gave them gods, not God, the higher source. We gave them gods of the sun, the moon, and the stars, which portrayed energy upon them. We wanted to see what they would do with this energy, if they would bring it for good or no. We watched them. We enjoyed giving them information and downloads. They were a beautiful people, and they were beautiful and peaceful for many dispensations. Because they were successful in these downloads and opened to the energies we were giving them, we blessed them with technology. We showed them how to use this technology to build things that would never be destroyed. They were in the spiritual equality. They lived peaceful amongst each other, and their rulers were peaceful, ruling over them and taking care of their people, for they are of the sands. Then it happened. Migration of migration and migration came in. Seeing the wealth of these people, they wanted that which brought in corruption of man and the destruction of these people. They all were wiped clean off the earth through decades and decades. Then, as you know them, the Egyptians took over their allowance. For all you have seen built in the lands were built prior to those that came. They came in and took over and wiped this species, they call them the species, clean, because they were such a peaceful people. They laid down their lives in order not to be corrupt. Thus it became again, where the blood of the goodness hit the earth through the corruption and murder. This was your next shift upon the earth. That was the next shift from Adam and Eve, these people of the desert lands. This will be the end of this transmission. We will give you more later. Right now, we are telling you the evolvement of this world and the different shifts that it has taken to get you to a place where you are now. And this will be so, and we will end. Okay, you guys, peace out. I just wanted to do a short reading, and I'm going to celebrate my mom's birthday. I have flowers here, and I bought some more flowers. And um, she is in California, buried in California, so I'm not going to celebrate her birthday there. So, for all loved ones and all those that have lost loved ones through either coronavirus or other avenues, we just had a high school friend that is just a year younger than me pass away suddenly, and it just shocked all of us. And when people pass away, even though you are not as closely connected to them, and she was an art collector on my store, um, it it just takes a piece of you. And I wanted to share something with you. I posted a film on Amazon about life after death, people that have transferred over. And I want you to watch it and see what you think about it. The first girl that's talking, um, she mentioned something that made sense and tied in to my book here. She talked about God showing her the world and that the world was on fire in a section, and she couldn't see. She was worried because she had children down there, and she was worried about the fire burning them because it was a strong fire that she could see from the sky, from the universe down. And God was with her, and all she saw was God's hand. And she said his hand was like a semi truck. It was so huge. Um, and then he gave her these special glasses to look at the fire more deeply, and she realized the fire were people. And they're people, and she felt the sadness of God at that time. And she realized these are the people that are choosing to stay on the earth, that they can't evolve out and go to love. And that a voice came to me because in this book I talk about the sands and how the sands are going to be surrounding us, and we're going to have to hunker down in our homes. And people were thinking, well, maybe it's ash. Um, but I have to show you a painting I did of walking out of the sands, because we will have to be in place in our homes, us that are here, and there will be the great sands. And we can't even see our hands in front of our face if you walk outside. So we have to hunker down in our homes. And I thought, well, maybe God is going to pulverize all those beings that have rejected him so they can be sent away, and what's left over is the sand of them. And I thought, oh, maybe maybe it's a metaphor, the sands. I'm not quite sure. So if you read this book and you receive some information, will you let me know? Because maybe the sands are a metaphor. Or maybe they're just sands. I just thought maybe they're just sands, but I'm thinking maybe it's kind of a metaphor. Hey, peace out. It does take a few days for this to download because I'm doing it in big screen, but I want to, because we are seeing things, anomalies, and floaty things coming in these sessions. So if I make it small, you can't see that. So maybe it's been happening all the time, and I don't know. I can't see. So you guys, peace out. I love you. Be of good cheer, and let's just love one another, and let's get through this together, and let's support each other. And if you have any questions, just email me at robinhyatt@yahoo.com, and I'll see if I can help you. Thank you. Bye, guys. Peace out. Bye.